Everybody, Ralph Havens here. Welcome to your Friday morning Matrix Energetic session. And this morning, some interesting things came up. You know, over the years of doing Matrix Energetics, using Matrix Energetics, people ask us, my wife Jen and I, how to use Matrix Energetics with other therapies and other things that you use, and what's the difference, and they're trying to figure out what it is and how it can be used with other things, or does it need to be used with other things. And one of the ways that my wife Jen talks about it, she says we're always under the umbrella of Matrix Energetics. We're always doing or accessing this Matrix Energetics to help people. And years ago, I was very involved with the medical intuitive work, integrative manual therapy, the work of Sharon Giammatteo. And I had studied 110 classes over 10 years, and it was very, very intricate and involved, and had to do a lot of study on all sorts of levels to be able to see stuff and then shift things and help people's lives get better, help people get over chronic illnesses. And it was quite stressful to have to learn that much and have to be right on top of it and so attentive to detail. And then I took Matrix Energetics, and everything was different. It was so much more fun, and people were changing right before my eyes in just a matter of a few moments. And so after all these years of study, I spent the next 2 years only using Matrix Energetics because I had seen some miracles that were beyond belief. And so I had to see where it could go, like what else is possible. And that was cool, but there was things that were missed along the way. Some things for my own health that I missed because I thought it was all energetic and all this magic way of changing things and creating realities and healing. And I missed some stuff for us. And so over the next period of time, I came back around to using everything. And we talk about the stuff that we do, the therapies and healing technologies that we use, as something that we can use and have total access to help people, but we're always in this matrix energetic state. And when people are trying to create new lives, some of it can involve business or money and how to get ahead. And there's so many people, especially in the spiritual world and this energetic world, that want it to be done in a spiritual way, and only want to do it if it feels good and feels as if they're led to it. And if it's not feeling really good, then they don't want to do it. And so they don't take action. And so there's something that I've found that's kind of like that Matrix Energetics. We're always under the umbrella of Matrix Energetics. And so it's a state of being that when you access it, and it is love, but not in a metaphysical sort of way or a spiritual sort of way, or somebody can get hurt if you don't love them kind of way. It's quite different than that. But there's this state, there's this way of interacting with the world that drives a lot of change, that makes a lot of stuff happen for people. Yet still, I found it's useful to have strategies and to know where you want to go and have goals and dreams and to have skills to get there and upgrade your skills. And it's still useful to change your environment, your outer environment of what you put into your mind and your body, and your inner environment of changing things in your internal body to help things heal. And then there's also the mindset stuff, the limiting beliefs. So there's lots of stuff to do, but if you're in this matrix energetic state, the state of love, these things that can't quite be explained, but you might feel it, then it can help speed things along. So for this morning's matrix energetic session, I'm going to take us all, you might want to think about what you might want to create in your life. What reality would be useful for you? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Some strategies might show up, and you might want to write those down and You might want to know what skills would be useful for that reality and what your environment would be useful to have, your outer environment, your internal environment, what kind of beliefs and thoughts and things you need to shift, limiting beliefs. And in that whole thing, we're going to put that whole thing into this matrix energetic state, this love state. So you may or may not feel something. It's kind of cool to feel stuff. But the most important thing, of course, is what's different for you. So let's do this. So what you might want to do is just make a note of what you're feeling, what's happening in your body. Just keep your attention on your internal physical body for a moment. And let's go right here and let's take these 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now with matrix energetics, we can literally make up our own rules. And so the rule I see for us all today is that by the time I push this button, it's done for you, and you can see what kind of action to take. So go ahead and let me know what action you're going to take, what direction you want to go for your life, your dreams, and what you might do to get there when you're in this state. So here it goes. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.